Are you serious? Are you serious, guys? Everybody get a cup of coffee and calm down. But the 1,000-year flood has hit China, no doubt about it. They got a year's worth of rain in 3 days. And 97 rivers are overflowing their banks. The Three Gorge Dam is being pushed to its limit to try to hold on. Several dams have given way. And subways are underwater, literally subways, just completely, the water rushed in, flash flooding, unbelievable. 18 people are dead. That's the early death toll. That's expected to rise considerably, and millions are being affected in the worst flooding in the history of that nation. It's 1,000-year flood. We'll be talking about this in a second, because this, as we did yesterday, we did a video on what I call the apocalyptic floods in 15 different locations on the earth. Remember, Mike from around the world said this was going to happen because of the wobble on the moon. Maybe even, did the moon's pole shift? Did it flip? I'm looking into that right now, but there's a whole lot going on here. Yes, I'm still in Washington, D.C., but I will be at Freedom Fellowship this Sunday. Matter of fact, I'm going to be at Freedom Fellowship at the Big Tent the next 7 Sundays. Okay, the next 7 Sundays. I'm not preaching every one of those, but I'm just saying I'm going to be there. Heidi and I will be there. So I am preaching this Sunday coming up, Lord willing, in the Big Tent at Freedom Fellowship down in the Villages in Florida. I sure hope to see you there. That service starts at 9:30 a.m. 9:30 a.m. because of the heat. We want to get the service started at 9:30 so that you can get out of there in time before it gets crazy in heat. So anyway, it's amazing. Every Sunday it's packing out. It's an amazing time. Everybody loves it. I'll tell you more about what's going on there in just a moment. But first, let's put a shout out real fast, if we could, for stopinflationnow.com. That's right. Stopinflationnow.com. Inflation is skyrocketing, and most Americans are not prepared for the economic paradigm shift that's about to happen. The U.S. dollar is plummeting quicker than ever before. And meanwhile, stocks are reaching all-time highs. The changes coming will be volatile and very complicated. This is why I highly recommend watching the free video, step-by-step financial video by Money Map Report. After watching this free video, instantly I knew that not only do you need to protect your assets during this volatile paradigm shift that's about to change this country forever, but thrive while others are staggering to survive. So go to www.stopinflationnow.com. That's www.stopinflationnow.com. All right. So here's what's going on. Let me tell you what exactly the reports coming out of China. I want to welcome all of you that are with us right now. It's death toll at 18, expected to rise considerably in a massive central China floods. Already 200,000 people have been displaced and millions are being affected. The overflowing dam adds to a growing disaster in the Henan province, one of the country's most populous regions. So it's the worst place in the world for flooding, is where there's tons of people. But nearly a year's worth of rain has fallen in just 3 days in what's described as the heaviest rainfall in the 1,000-year flood. The death toll from central China's massive rainfalls and flooding continue to rise today, as an estimated 200,000 people had to be displaced today. 18 are already dead. Death toll expected to rise. An overflowing dam has also broken in the Henan province, one of the country's most populous regions. The entire avenues and subway tunnels have been submerged. The railway hub, with a population of 12.6 million people, underwater. It's not getting any better, guys. It's not getting any better at all. People are stranded. 97 rivers are overflowing. It's an extreme weather condition of biblical proportion, and 11 construction workers are trapped under the water, which is not good. And conditions are getting worse. These tunnels where trains were going. 3 of the 14 construction workers trapped for nearly a week in a flooded tunnel in southern China have died. The other 11 are still missing. It's really not good, okay? So we're praying for the people there in China. This is the kind of thing that no one's seen coming. You don't expect a year's worth of rain in 3 days. Nobody's seen this coming. It's the 1,000-year flood, and it's 3 dams have broken, and the Three Gorge Dam, the Three Gorge dams are stretched. I mean, they're being to the brink. 97 rivers have overflown their banks. Water, and so the water's still rising. And even if it stopped raining right now, the water is still going to rise considerably. This is a very, very dangerous situation. Our prayers are going out. This is why I'm going to highly recommend. Listen, Mike Around the World talked about this 2 weeks ago, but he really explains a lot of this and why in that webinar we did called Climate Chaos. Climate Chaos. Not only does Mike from Around the World talk about this, but so does Steve Quayle and all of the wonderful guests we had in that webinar. It was powerful. And Steve Quayle brings it up, and he calls it because it's weather modification. There, for instance, China's messing with a lot of stuff. They're seeding the clouds. They're trying to manipulate the jet streams so it'll rain in their country and not over there on Tibet and not on Mongolia. They're trying to hog the waters, what they're trying to do. And also, they're trying to create this artificial sun. Okay, you can't play around with this stuff and not think it won't have ramification. And the dam is breaking. Okay, and so, I mean, it's just not a good situation here. And so you can't. And so when I think about what Steve Quayle said about the weather modification, and he was right. And I think about what Mike Around the World says about the extreme weather conditions coming because of Planet X or the binary system going by and how it's going to affect the Earth, including a pole shift. It looks like the moon may have had a pole shift. Don't know for sure. We know it's wobbling. Even the mainstream media is admitting that it's wobbling. So is the Earth, reeling and rocking like a drunk man. Okay? So, yeah, Jose, I hear you on that one. He needs a lot of prayer and deliverance. But, oh, by the way, there's a lot going on right now with these dams breaking. And it's just unbelievable. And, of course, there's wars, rumors of wars. China right now is threatening everybody. They're pushing their way around in the South China Sea. They're threatening Taiwan. They're threatening Japan. They're threatening Micronesia and Malaysia and Indonesia and the Philippines and Vietnam and South Korea and on and on and on. And so, the United States is there trying to hold the line, and we see a lot of stuff happening. But I want you to pray for the innocent people of of China. Pray for the innocent people of China, because this is very, very, very serious situation that's taking place right now. And millions of people are being affected in China due to this very, very terrible situation developing there with the floods. So the 1,000-year flood, it's disastrous. We've been talking about apocalyptic floods. Yesterday, I did a video on it where it's happening in 15 different locations. But today I want to just focus on China. They really need our prayers, the people, innocent people there. Again, thank you, beautiful story. Guys, go get the Climate Chaos DVD today. This is why we do these DVDs. This is why we do these webinars, because we're able to give you the prophecies of what's coming to prepare you. And then all of a sudden it happens. And people say, I didn't know this was going to happen. It's because we're not all getting informed. And the best way to inform people of the real story, why it's happening, is to go to these webinars where we can speak freely. Thank you, Tara. Yeah, don't miss Pastor Paul. I'll be at Freedom Fellowship this Sunday. Matter of fact, I'm going to be there the next 7 Sundays. And so anytime you want to come and fellowship there, that'd be a great time and a great thing to do. And God's really moving. Also, if you want to know, a lot of people are saying, when are you on the Jim Bakker show? Friday. I'm on 2 shows. I'm on Friday morning show, the Friday show, and the following Monday show. So I'm Friday, July 23rd, and Monday, July 26th. I'm on the Jim Bakker show. So check it out. It's really good. It's really good. We had a great time there. And I'm on for an hour on both shows along with Sharon and Derek Gilbert.
Hi.
Okay. So that was really cool with Jim Bakker. We're in the end times, guys. We're in the last days. Give your life to Jesus Christ. Don't forget the next webinar coming up. Aliens, angels, and demons. August 6th and 7th. August 6th and 7th. And then on that Sunday morning, the 8th, we'll be baptizing people at the Freedom Fellowship, the big tent in the Villages in Florida. So don't miss this, guys. Don't miss out on this great weekend of webinars. All right. I'll be back with more current world events and how they relate to biblical prophecy. We're truly, truly, truly living in the last days. Give your life to Jesus Christ. Call on the name of the Lord and let him come into your heart, come into your life, and set you free, because we're running out of time. God bless all of you. In Jesus' name.